I'm Kerry Douglas, and we're going to do a review on my top hat DASH-9 for scale trains, and it's time to model. Well, many years ago, conversation between me and a buddy of mine, we talked about the modeling industry and how nobody has produced this type of locomotive. Then there was a comment that I made saying that I don't care what the price is, I don't care who makes it, I'm going to buy one eventually. Lo and behold, 10 years later, Scale Trains was the first guys to actually make this engine, and I'm a man of my word, so I bought it. Holy cow. That's all I can say is holy cow. This engine is pretty cool, you know. It brings me back to, you know, seeing them when they was on the road. Believe it or not, it never even dawned over me that someone would actually come up with the idea of step lights, see-through grills, light up number boards separate from the headlights, because I'm so used to the old way that modeling is. Scale Trains, to me, they re-innovated the model railroad world. You know, they detail-wise is to the T, from the movable rolling bearing caps to see-through grills, step lights. You know, the engine is modeled to the T from the actual engine itself. So over the years, I've grew fond of the DASH-9s, just like the DASH-8 models. You know, it was something different. You know, matter of fact, I grew up in a city where Norfolk Southern was predominant, and I can recall a time where all the DASH-9 wide bodies were becoming the biggest thing. Then years later, when I discovered the DASH-9 Spartan cabs, it was like a taste of the older generation engines reincarnated to a newer generation locomotive. I'm the type of guy where anything I get, it's gotta be to the T. It's gotta look exactly like the engine. You know, when you look at it, you can just tell that it's been through everything. And it's actually funny, we was talking about this earlier, that I think I'm the first guy to actually, you know, renumber my engine and weather it. Threw it on Facebook, and everybody was like, man, that was quick. Another feature to it that I've recently done was the stripes, and actually those stripes were old school microscale decals. So, you know, wanted to keep it toward the late 2000s before they was retired. There's so many people that have the same engine number when you buy it straight from the manufacturer. So I thought outside the box of actually doing something different by changing the numbers. One of the things that I've done was I based everything off the actual engine itself. Like for an example, there's a lot of these auto start warning labels, and the actual 87 73 had 5 of them on each side. So I added 5 warning labels, auto start warning labels, on each end of the engine. Painted the rooftop AC unit kind of a lighter gray, which is honestly it's a CSX gray, to kind of get it kind of close. And then also too, and this is probably one of my personal opinion, the hardest fine detail parts is the actual P5. So I wanted to make the engine look exactly like the real engine itself. And also too, which while I'm thinking about it, there is an oil spill on the side of the fuel tank, and I added that on there to kind of give it, like, it recently over the years, it just every time they fueled, they spilled a lot of oil on it. So, and then also on the other side of the engine, what you do not see is the extra General Electric information decal, which is sitting on top of the original one that came with the engine. If you basically want high quality details, Scale Trains is the guys for it, you know. They're economical in the modeling world. They're the company that thinks outside of the box. So, you know, I highly recommend anything and everything from Scale Trains.